Well, it came to our attention that a couple of times they kept thinking, they were saying to us that it really wasn't B-Force at parties. And we were saying, well, it was B-Force at parties. And people would say, well, we see y'all different flyers on the same night. And they said, well, you know, it's a group of us. We would simply break it up and have 2 guys would do this and 2 guys would do that. And whatever our main party was, we'll end up there at the end of the night. Because sometimes people think, oh, you're going to be at the party, that means you're throwing a party. We're not throwing a party. We're there for an hour, hour and a half. We'll perform or do our cut, and then we leave, and then we'll just go to another place. But that's basically how it worked back then.
Yeah, because sometimes we had 5 parties in one night. And my brother was getting burnt out because we was always rushing to get to that party. And like C-Fly said, it was appearance. You know, all he wanted to do was see B-Force's face, and then we go in there, Flash do a set for like an hour, and then we off to the next party. We wouldn't even stay to even meet and greet. We just off to the next party because we wanted to accommodate all them parties. And like you said, at the end, our main party was the last party, and that's the party we stayed at. So if B-Force was on 5 flyers, we would honor them flyers. It's just the fact that we wasn't staying at them parties, and that's how some of our followers was like, getting upset. Like we was staying here, thinking y'all would stay here. So then that's when the UR truck came in again, and they jumped in the back of the UR truck and they said, "Well, we going with y'all," and we just took them all with us.
And not only that, the other DJs was doing the same thing as well. Like Jeff can be in at the Y, and we'll be crisscrossing. Like it'll be our turn to go to Y, and Jeff go to Wagner's, and Nell go to the Y, and then I'm going uptown, and we doing this, and we doing. So it was like a thing. Like Jeff was all on a lot of flyers also. So was Nell, and so was Cosmic Kev. It's like 5 places at one night, and they all honored those places too. So we all did that. Same thing. I mean, so it was fun, man. We loved doing what we did. It really wasn't about money. I mean, it wasn't. The house
people
party,
had to get used to it because they were used to one party, one thing, and then well, where y'all going to be? And then that's what used to be. Where's the party at? And that used to be the meet and greet right there. You go down the bottom. Where's the party? They'll tell you where it's at. It's either 1 or 2 locations, and that's when after that we started moving out the neighborhoods, and from that point on, the rest is history.
But I can tell you this: when we didn't have nowhere to go or nobody hired us, we always had this one special party that we always did every weekend, no matter what, and that was Ernie's house. All of us met at Ernie's house, and we all just had a ball until we had to go out in the neighborhood. And we didn't have to go in the neighborhood, we was always at Ernie's house. Ernie was the #1 house party down the bottom.
And speaking of Ernie, a lot of the DJs and a lot of people came through the Ernie parties, like Cash Money got recognition down there. Of course, Jeff and Prince got recognition. And believe it or not, shout out to my man Nathan Morris from Boys II Men. Before he became Boys II Men, Nate had a group called JDTR, just down the rap. Hung with us. He was like a little brother, come over. We used to never spend the night, and I just gotta say this. One time he called me up and he's like, "Yo, Flash, Michael Bivens producing." I said, "Producing who? You quit your group." Because the group fell apart. A week later, he on Soul Train telling myself, "Motown." I couldn't believe it, man. So it blew my mind because I never knew Nate could sing. But I had to put that in there because Nate had a rap group and he came through Ernie basement parties also. A lot of them did. So a lot of people got, even DJ Miz, got a lot of recognition through B-Force, through Ernie parties. Straight up.
Yep.